Hello everyone, clipsvh here, and this right here is a sight for sore eyes. Now, if you followed my other channel, my old channel, my main channel, if you look far enough back in the videos, you can see an old, forgotten Let's Play for a game called Half-Life 2 that was never finished. I decided I'm just gonna do it right from the beginning. I'm not even gonna go back to where I left off. I'm just gonna completely redo the whole thing from beginning to end, as my current self. So maybe it'll be better that way to just redo the parts that my younger self did, because I have a different perspective on life now. So this might turn out better because of that. So we're gonna start a new game. Also, as a nice little treat for everyone, we've got Exenobytes.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know jack about Half-Life, so
No,
this is going
he
to be an
doesn't.
interesting ride.
This is going to be a fun ride for him. Okay, now, before we get right into it, here's some of the things you need to know. And you can find a lot of this out by looking at the Black Mesa playthrough if you wanted to, like to look at my videos.
So Black Mesa is like a...
Black Mesa is a remake. It's a mod. It's a completely revamped version of Half-Life 1, which takes place about 20 years or so before Half-Life 2. The important things to know: Resonance Cascade, it let aliens from another dimension, the border world called Zen, to come in. That's where Vortigons came from, that's where headcrabs came from, and that's where a lot of the aliens we're going to deal with in this game came from. Now, a little bit of backstory to Half-Life 2, because it's in the game, but it's more alluded to. It's never really black and white. There was an event called the 7 Days War, which is a war between Earth and the Combine that lasted for exactly 7 days. The Combine are kind of like an intergalactic empire, and they were attracted to the Earth by the Resonance Cascade. So they came here and they conquered it, and now Gordon Freeman is coming out of stasis because in the end of the first Half-Life, he defeated the Nihilant, and the G-Man took him and put him into stasis, sort of like a really weird kind of alien getting the job. Like he got a job, or at least that's the way the G-Man phrases everything. It's like he has employers, and he phrases it like it's all a job. So now Half-Life 2 begins with the G-Man taking us out of stasis and putting us back onto Earth. Half-Life 2 takes place somewhere around Western Europe, after the Combine have already taken over the world. And there's a lot of things that they've done to Earth at this point that we're going to see later as well. But basically, we're being dropped right in to after the whole Orwellian takeover has happened. So that's a really quick backstory, and we're going to go into the first cutscene of the game, so I'm going to shut the hell up right now. Unlike the first time.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste until... well, let's just say your hour has come again. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
Okay, so here we are. Now we finally have control of ourselves in the game. And that's the title of this chapter, is Point Insertion. Any questions so far, Exenobytes?
So, Dr. Friedman, or Mr. Friedman, that businessman, is he like...
I didn't see you get on.
No, that businessman is the G-Man. He's not Freeman. We're Gordon Freeman. That's who we play as. That's our character's name.
Oh.
Yeah. He calls us Mr. Freeman. He doesn't call us Dr. Freeman.
But we are indeed a doctor, right?
Yes, we are a theoretical physicist.
Yeah, that much I know.
Yeah, so we're a theoretical physicist.
So Gary's mod was basically heavily based on this game.
It's not so much based on this game, it's more based on the engine that this game uses.
And the characters are like all the same. The guns are practically the same.
Yeah, it uses a lot of the same resources as that game.
Oh, that's
As
kind
this
of
game.
probably why you need everything. That's
Yeah.
probably why you need this.
So this woman's asking us about somebody that she knows on the train. We press, to talk to her, we press E.
Overwatch stopped our train in the woods and took my husband for questioning. They said he'd be on the next train. I'm not sure when that was. They're being nice, though, letting me wait for him.
I guess she has nothing left to say. It's good to talk to these people in the beginning of the game and to talk to people throughout the game because it gives you a real feel for what's really kind of going on.
Wait, isn't there like a really... I think I remember seeing my friend play this. Like, if you throw a can in the trash can, you get like a stupid achievement of 10 Gs.
You also get an achievement for not throwing it in the trash can and throwing it at the CP instead. We'll get to that part. That's pretty soon after this, actually.
Don't drink the water. They put something in it to make you forget. I don't even remember how I got here.
I think it's good to talk to the people in the beginning of the game because it gives you a feel for like the atmosphere of the world. It's really depressing and kind of dark, and it's if you've ever read 1984, it's a lot like that. It's very Orwellian.
But I feel like usually in most games, the people in the beginning of the game don't know much.
No. I'm saying it builds the atmosphere. It doesn't get you any information for anything. It kind of helps create the atmosphere in your mind, like what kind of world you've just been brought to.
Yeah, that's for
Are you
like any
having-
game though.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's why that's why I think it's a good thing to do that.
Welcome to
You're not having a hard time reading the subtitles, are you?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Dr. Breen again?
Surprisingly, this game,
Him in City 14.
I thought the graphics were a lot better than they actually are.
Well, it's a pretty old game.
It is a really old game, yeah.
I've been proud to call City 17.
But in my mind, I was thinking like Left 4 Dead 2 graphics.
Oh, that came out a long time after this game, like really long time after.
Left 4 Dead 2 isn't the greatest, but it's really good.
Now that guy on the screen, his name is Dr. Wallace Breen, and
He's in Gmod.
yeah, he is. He is the former administrator of Black Mesa. Black Mesa, as in the research facility, and we find that out a little bit later. But he was during the 7 Hours War. He was the one who negotiated for peace with the Combine by completely just giving them Earth on a silver platter, and as a reward, he's basically like president of the Earth.
Doesn't he like get shaved or something right here?
What happened?
Doesn't he get like shaved?
No.
No? Oh, I must be thinking of Turok or some other game.
I don't know.
That beer I owed you.
Oh, hey, this guy.
Gordon, Barney from Black Mesa. Hey, sorry for the scare. I had to put on a show for the cameras. I've been working on
So Black Mesa is like a real thing in the actual Half-Life, right?
Yeah, Black Mesa. Whenever they mention Black Mesa, they're referring to the Black Mesa facility, which is where Gordon Freeman and Barney and Kleiner here used to work.
Great Scott! Gordon Freeman! I expected more warning.
Yeah, you and me both, Doc. He was about to board the express to Nova Prospect.
Well, Barney, what do you intend?
I'm thinking.
Alex is around here somewhere. She would have a better idea how to get him here.
Oh, as long as he stays away from checkpoints, we should be okay. Listen, I gotta
That's
go,
the
Doc.
other
We're
guy,
taking
right?
enough chances as it is.
Who, the guy on the screen? That's Dr. Kleiner.
He's the other guy that you used to work with.
Yeah, he's a scientist from Black Mesa. Barney was a security guard.
Oh man, that's what I was afraid of. Get in here, Gordon, before you blow my cover.
All right, so now
Stuff to get through that window and keep
No,
going
see.
until you're in the plaza.
meet up with you later.
Alright, so now Barney's gonna go distract the other CPs for us.
And you have to just run away.
Yeah, he's basically gonna cover our ass while we hightail it out of here. Because the problem is,
Don't you get like a crowbar soon?
that's a little later, but yes, that's the first weapon we get is crowbar.
Oh god. It's loading.
No man, but it should go pretty quick if I remember correctly. There we go. Okay, it's gone.
If I recall correctly, I think in your like previous video you were like, oh my god, this loads in like 3 seconds now.
Yeah, cause see, that was, I think that was when I first got the PC I'm using right now. And before that, I was using my old PC, which had kind of like a cheap graphics card, because it was kind of like a something instead of nothing deal, because it was a OEM machine. So
Are you gonna hit him or are you gonna throw it in the can?
we can throw it at his face, and then he's gonna chase us, and we can try to outrun him. But if we don't try to outrun him, he'll just beat the crap out of us. But it looks like he just kind of... Oh, nope, he's going to come and get us again. You know what, I'm just going to let him hit me so I can slow down and explain.
Why'd you let him hit you?
So I can just slow down and explain what's going on here. So, here we got a line, and these are basically people coming in to get, like, food rations.
You'll have to wait your turn.
So this is like a prison? Oh, I mean, yeah, it is a prison.
Well, yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Orwellian. If you get too close to the security guards, they threaten
Pull
to
out
beat
their weapon.
Yeah, they threaten to beat you. They push you around and they threaten to beat you.
Yeah, so you're in prison right now. That much I kind of know.
Well, it's not a prison. You're in a city.
But you're restricted to do a lot of things.
Yeah, like I said, Orwellian society. If you've ever read like 1984, you know exactly what this kind of deal is. That is the Citadel. That's basically like the Combine HQ.
The Citadel of Flames?
No, just the Citadel.
I think the Citadel was in
I'd like to help you, but
Final Fantasy. I mean, I know this has nothing to do with it, but
So these are scanners. They go around. They're
aren't they
basically
like cameras or something?
Yes, that's exactly what they are.
Yeah. And I think at one point you can like break them, right?
Yeah, if you have a weapon, you can break them. If you talk to any of the citizens, they'll try and ignore you because they don't want to get in trouble.
You can get in trouble for talking to each other?
Yes.
So this is like a
It's a
hyped up
dystopia.
version of like communism.
No. It's a dystopia, though. Like in here, you got a whole... Yeah, they're getting ready. This guy's holding a weapon. They're getting ready to kill a couple people in there.
Why don't they just close the door completely then?
That is a Strider.
Wow!
We do eventually have to fight those later.
Is there like a final boss thing in this game, or?
Yeah, there is. It's not so much a boss fight more than it is a scripted event.
Is it
But
like
it
Portal
is-
kind of boss?
Always starts.
Like the way the fight goes, you mean?
Yeah, like you know the final boss in Portal, is it kind of like that?
Yeah, where you just do stuff. You don't
Yeah.
really like shoot at them. Yeah, it's you kind of got to do stuff in that fight. It's not so much about I'm just playing tic-tac-toe. Stop following me. You'll see it if you're still around when we get that far. I think you might be. Will you be? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Oh man. Okay, so this is the apartments. So
And you can live in
obviously,
one of them.
no, we don't. We just got here. See, what happens is the reason why Barney wanted us to get out of there is because we were very close to actually going on the train to Nova Prospect, and we don't know it yet. But Nova Prospect is basically the place where they strip you of your humanity. It's a prison, or it was a prison, and they also use it as a prison, the Combine, that is. Now, you may be wondering, the CPs, they're not aliens or anything. They're humans. They're completely humans. The thing is, the CPs, they get like a deal, and let's talk to this guy first.
Was that you knocking? I didn't even know we still had a door.
Alright, so the CPs are basically kind of like police, and
thought you were a cop.
They do the bidding of Dr. Breen, so it's kind of like they do what they do. They run the dystopian society. No one's above them except for the Combine soldiers. Now, the Combine soldiers are not human; they're transhuman. That means like they have like a whole bunch of like alien technology and then like modifying them.
Their bodies or
their bodies. Like they've been completely stripped of their humanity. They have no more individuality. They're just basically mindless, faceless soldiers.
What are we going to do?
man.
But the CPs
sleeping
aren't
here
like-
must suck. Oh
Yeah.
my god, using this bathroom must suck.
The CPs aren't like that, though. The CPs are regular humans. Basically what happens, as reward for being CPs and basically beating the crap out of people who are going against the interest of the Combine, they're rewarded with better living conditions. They get more food rations.
Why
They're
did you throw
basi-
that TV out of the window, by the way?
Oh, one of the great things about this game was that it had a physics engine. That was one of the showcases for this game.
Actual physics works.
Yeah. A lot of puzzles in the game involve actually using the physics engine. So what's happening now is that they've found out that we're here, because Gordon Freeman right now is essentially like an uncounted head who is
What do
supposed
you
to end
mean?
up in Nova... Like, he is a person who does not belong. Like, he's not supposed to be here. There's something wrong with the fact that he's here. And so they're going to come after us because of that.
So you're supposed to be like being stripped of your humanity?
We might have probably supposed to have gone to the prison, yes. More about Nova Prospect later when we actually get to it. But for right now, we're being chased by CPs. Civil protection is what CP means. And I'm gonna try to jump into this window, and we're gonna try and get
So
away.
that businessman that you saw in his name is Gary or something, or no?
No. That he doesn't have an actual name. Nobody knows his actual name. Nobody knows his actual intentions or motivations. Everything about him is very little is known. He's just called the G-Man because he looks like a government worker.
Oh.
Okay.
So
we're
what
gonna-
was he doing in the beginning? Like, why was he speaking to you?
Because that's how the first game ended. He was putting us in stasis in the first game. And now in the second game, he told us that we have a job. Like, he hired us to do something. And now in this game, we imagine that this is what he's hired. Like, this is what our job is supposed to be from him.
Oh, hey, isn't she a
Freeman, I
nurse?
presume.
No, that's Alex. She's a member of the Resistance.
Better hurry.
Oh.
The Combine can be slow to wake, but once they're up, you don't want to get in their way.
I'll explain a little more after this
Dr. Klein-
cutscene.
Well, all
about
those
stuff.
cops are dead.
I don't think it occurred
Yeah.
to him that you might not have a map.
If she can fight, Alex.
I'm Alex Vance. My father worked with you back in Black Mesa. I'm sure you don't remember me, though. Man, a few words, aren't you? Remember him from Black Mesa? Your old administrator. Don't get my dad started on Dr. Breen. Through here.
So one of the things about the cutscenes in Half-Life 2...
Wait,
that I'm
that's
sure
her dad?
No. She didn't even say that, no. That's Breen. That's the administrator of Black Mesa. Her father is somebody else. We're going to see him in a little bit, actually. It's actually been quite a long while. So when this loads, or
Funny, you showing up on this day of
when she opens up this door, I think we're going to end it right here. Alright, so anyway, that was quite a bit. That's all the time we got for this time, everybody. And I'll see you guys next time. Got
When we
anything
go
else?
through that awesome door.
Okay. See you next time. Alright, so what do you think so far?
The game's awesome. I'm really interested. I
Alright,
totally
so-
forgot about the timer. I was not even thinking about that.
yeah, I think I should keep my time.
You want me to start a timer?
If you want to do it for me, that's fine. Because this thing's kind of loud.